question number 5 for the chapter coeducation for class 10th, and we are discussing the third exercise, and we have done up to question number 8. Now in question number 9, there are two water pipes together can fill a tank in, read the question from your book, 9 3/8 hours. The tap of the larger diameter take 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. It means larger pipe whose diameter is large is taking, naturally it will taking less time, and it is giving that it takes 10 hours less. Find the time in which the tap can fill the tank separately. So I will take the time taken by the smaller tank to fill. So let a smaller pipe fill the tank, fill in X hours. So the larger pipe will fill the tank in X minus 10 hours. It's taking 10 hours less. It is taking 10 hours less. So the tank filled by the smaller tap in 1 hour. Whenever the work done problem is there, we always find in 1 hour or 1 day. So tank filled by small pipe in 1 hour, naturally 1/x. So tank filled by large pipe in 1 hour, it will be 1/x minus 10. So separately they are doing this. So tank filled by together, tank filled by them together, it will be 1/x plus 1/x minus 10 in 1 hour, 1 घंटे में. So this is equal to given as 1/x plus 1/x minus 10. It is given as equal to 1/9 3/8. So it will be x minus 10 plus x upon x into x minus 10 is equal to 972 plus 375, 8/75. Take the reciprocal by completing into the improper fraction. You will get the coequation as cross multiply and bringing it will be 8x square minus 230x plus 750 equal to 0. So this is the coequation you are getting. Now because it is a large quadratic equation, so I'll solve it because I'm unable to factorize it easily by splitting the middle term. So I will do it by quadratic equation formula, where A is equal to 8, B is equal to minus 230 and C is equal to 750. So I'll solve it. So the discriminant will be B square minus 4AC. I'm writing it like this. I'll solve it like this. The discriminant will be D will be B square minus 4AC, that is minus 230 ka whole square minus 4 into A into 750, and the discriminant is coming out to be 28900. So the coequation formula is like this, D upon 2A. So the B is minus 230 plus minus root 28900 upon 2 into A, and it is 230, and the 2890 square root will be 170. You take your own time to solve this quadratic equation. It is 289 is the square root of 17. So solve it. So x will be 230 plus 170 upon 16, the first value. X will be 230 minus 170 upon 16. So the value of x is coming out to be, by doing so, it is 25, and x, when you simplify it, it will be 15/4. So x is equal to minus 15/4 not possible, because the other pipe is taking 10 or less. So 15/4 minus 10 will be negative. So this is not possible. So therefore a small pipe take how many hours? This is 25 hours, and a large pipe take 25 minus 10 is equal to 15 hours. 25 minus 10, 15 hours to fill the tank. So this is a good question which is based on the quadratic equation formula. I have solved now here the quadratic equation by quadratic equation formula. Now in question number 10, again it is based on the speed type questions which we have done one question before, which says that an express train take 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 132 kilometer distance between Mysore and Bangalore. If the average speed of an express train is 11 km per hour, that of the more than that of the passenger train. तो यहाँ हम passenger train की speed मानेंगे. Let the speed of passenger train be x kilometer per hour. Therefore, the speed of express train is equal to x plus 11 kilometer per hour. So time taken by passenger train, I'll find it out. Time taken by express train, I will find out. So I will call it T1, distance upon speed, T2, distance upon speed. The distance is given as it is 132 and speed is passenger train is x kilometer per hour. So time taken, it will be distance is 132 and the speed is x plus 11. Now naturally this time will be less because the time taken by the express train will be less, and it is given that the express train is taking 1 hour less. So T2 is equal to T1 minus 1. It is given that it is 1 hour less. The express train taking 1 hour less. So it is 132 upon x plus 11 is equal to 132 upon x minus 1. You can solve it by own method. I've taken the 1, make it positive, and this to right hand side, and taking the LCM, you'll get the quadratic equation as x square plus 11x minus 1452 equal to 0. This quadratic equation will get when you subtract it, cross multiply it, and on splitting the middle term, I'm solving it again. You'll get the factors as x plus 44, x plus 44 into x minus 33 equal to 0. So the value of x is minus 44 and value of x is equal to 33. So this is not possible because the speed of x, what is x? X is the speed of the passenger train, which cannot be possible. So the speed of the passenger train is 33 km per hour, and the speed of express train will be 33 plus 11, that is 44 km per hour. So you can solve it by any method, and you have to write in the end in statement the speed of passenger train is 33 km per hour and the speed of the express train is 44 km per hour. You can solve this equation by any method. You can use by splitting the middle term or using the quadratic equation formula. You can use any method. So the last question of this exercise, which is the question number 11, it is given. Now what is given in this question? It is given that in question number 11, it is given rather the sum of the squares of 2 square is 481. The sum of the area of 2 square. I'm drawing this. The 2 squares I'm drawing it. One is smaller and the sum of their area is given as 468 meter square. It is given. And if the difference of their perimeter is given, the difference of the perimeter is given as 24. The difference of their perimeter is given as 24. Find the sides. You have to find the side of the 2 squares. So let the side of the smaller square be x. I'm taking the side of the smaller square be x. This is given. Let side of smaller square is equal to x. So therefore its perimeter will be naturally 4 into side. And then the perimeter, therefore the perimeter of the larger will be perimeter of larger square. What is given? It is given that it is 24 more. Difference between the perimeter is given 24. The perimeter of the larger will be 24 more than the smaller. Therefore the side of the larger, therefore the side of larger square, you can find it by dividing it by 4. So it will be x plus 6. It will be x plus 6, the side of the larger square. Now the area of the smaller square, area of a small square, side square hota hai. Area of large square, it will be, this is the side of the, so it will be x plus 6 ka whole square. This is the area of the large square, and it is given that the sum of their areas is 468. So somewhat confusing question. So what I've let that the side of the small square be x, so its perimeter will be 4x, and the perimeter of the larger square will be 24 more than this, because it given that the difference as 24. So this is the perimeter of the larger square. When I divide it by 4, I'll get the side of the larger square, which is be x plus 4, taking 4 common and subtracting with this, cancelling with this. So and the area of the smaller square will be side square, which is x, and the area of the larger square will be x plus 6 ka whole square, because the area of the square is side square. And it is given that the sum of these areas is equal to 468. And when you square and add it, you'll get the quadratic equation as x square plus 6x minus 216 equal to 0. Now you solve this equation by any method, and you'll get the value of x as 12, and that is the side of the small square will be 12, and the side of the larger square will be x 12 plus 6, that is 18 meters. So this is the method to solve the quadratic equation. You can use any method, take your own time and solve it. So this is the completion of the exercise 4.3 of your NCERT book, and in the last exercise of the NCERT book is based on the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. Nature of the roots of the quadratic equation means that is how can you say about the roots of the quadratic equation, whether it is real or non-real, without solving it by seeing the discriminant or finding the discriminant of the quadratic equation. And you know that the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is 0, and its discriminant is b square minus 4ac. The equation is this ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, so its discriminant is b square minus 4ac, which I already discussed in the beginning of the last lecture. If d is greater than or equal to 0, the roots are real, and if d is less than 0, the roots are not real. That is, we cannot find the roots of the quadratic equations. Okay, we'll discuss the last exercise and the nature of the roots in the next lecture. Thank you.